Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm here at the finish line of the 2015 Ultra-Trail du Mont-Blanc. I'm here with Denise Zimmermann. She's the third place finisher. Boy, it's less than a day since the race finished. How are you feeling?
Oh, now I feel great. It was just wonderful.
Congratulations to you. You had a very strong performance. It was solid, solid, solid start to finish, at least from my perspective. Is that how you felt?
Yes, at the first time I start always a little bit slower, and then I came in fourth. But the last 20 Ks they was a little bit hard.
A little bit hard?
Yes.
Well, it is a 170K race, so the final 20K
yes.
probably going to be difficult no matter what.
Yes, but my muscles are a little bit empty and I twisted my ankle, so the last part down was not so nice.
But a little bit painful.
The last K, it was really after you dream it.
The last kilometer weaving through the streets of Chamonix with people cheering for you.
Yes, it was so nice. I never had such a great finish line.
Really? This is your best?
Yes.
That says something because you race a lot of mountain races here in Europe.
Yes, I make a lot of races.
When one looks at your race results, it's just tough mountain race after tough mountain race after tough mountain race. I think you like the mountains?
Yes, I love it. But sometimes I do also some strange race, 24 hours in a circle.
Yeah?
Yeah, but this is good for the mental, so you can make a lot of strong mountain race.
I did notice that you participated in the 24-hour World Championships earlier this year.
Yes, but there I had some problem with the storm edge. And so it was really hard.
Wasn't the best of days feeling wise.
No.
Well, let me ask you about this race. You're not a new entrant to UTMB. This is your fourth finish. What keeps you coming back to these mountains?
It is very great organization, and the mountains, they are just wonderful.
This year was pretty special. It was a full moon. The moon rose while you were running during the race, and then the next day the weather was perfect. Hardly a cloud in the sky. What was it like experiencing these mountains under best case scenario conditions?
It was just wonderful, because usually I don't stop to make some picture. But this time I had I had to make some picture, and also during the night, the full moon, it was wonderful. Sometimes you don't need a headlamp, also it was so bright and so hell, also just wonderful.
The moon was a headlamp?
Yes.
Well, I want to ask you about how your race went. From my perspective looking in, it just seemed like you were steady, steady, steady all the way through, but I'm guessing there were some fluctuations in your personal experience.
Yes, also at the first time I start always a little bit slower than the most runners, and then I can go faster, and to go up it's for me much easier to running down. But the last part it was so hard, because also my muscles are empty, very empty, and then I twisted my ankle, so I feel this a little bit with pain, but yeah, the finish line was close, and I know I was the third woman, and so the last K I can fly in the finish line.
I think you steadily moved up through the rankings as the night went on and then the morning went on, and then I believe that you moved into the third position at Valenciennes.
Yes.
Okay, how did that go? I think you probably passed Caroline after she was injured, or before?
She was just injured just before the station.
Okay. Yes. So and then prior to that, moving up through the women's field, passing woman after woman, were you just, as the morning went on and the afternoon started, were you just feeling good and able to climb better, descend better? How'd that go?
Also to climb up, it was the best time. It was in the morning come from Courmayeur up.
Okay.
This was so a nice part, and run down also. And then in Switzerland, in the Swiss part from the race, it was very hot.
Okay.
And until the end, it was just very hot. But then, yes, I had to drink a lot, and then I lost a little bit from the pace.
Okay.
Yes, but otherwise, it was...
Probably everybody's pace was affected a bit by the heat yesterday. I mean, it's almost near record temperatures for here in the Alps at this time of year. The race said this morning that as of this morning, there were 900 drops, which is an incredible amount.
Yes, yeah. I was also thinking a lot of people, runners, they stopped the race because they had so problems also with the muscles because they drank too less. And yeah, sometimes you don't want to eat anything, but you know you have to eat.
Right.
Otherwise you can finish the race, and by this temperature it's much more difficult to eat anything.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, to be totally honest with you. I'm not surprised that you finished third here. You seem to excel the more difficult the conditions get. You run some of the toughest races in Europe under some of the toughest conditions, and yeah, I'm not surprised. You're headed on to a race that's arguably twice as tough as this one in 2 weeks. You're headed to the Tour des Géants.
Yes, I look forward to it and I love it.
This will be your second Tour des Géants in 2 weeks, correct?
Yes.
Last year you finished third there. Are you going back to see the mountains again? Are you going back to experience the sleep deprivation again? Are you going back to try to place higher? What are your goals?
For me to have a great feeling, to see the mountains, and I hope to finish again.
Okay. I guess it is just a goal to finish the tour.
Yes. It's a big journey, and it has so many things to correct, to make it correct, and so it can so much happen during the race. So I hope I can finish.
And your season doesn't end there. You're still racing some more.
Yes.
Grand Raid reunion.
This year not. No, last year, but this year I make some race in Italy.
Okay.
Yes.
And which is that?
Lago d'Orta.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard it's a small race, 90k, but very familiar and a great area.
2 races in Italy this fall.
Yes.
Well, best of luck to you, and congratulations on your third place finish at UTMB.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I'll be quiet.
That was amazing. This dog just came and bumped our